But,
Yeah, I
you know.
just started this shit, so what's good, people? We are basically here to incriminate ourselves. So
Pretty much.
catch this stream before I do something dastardly in the future and have to delete this. That's all I'm gonna say. But
Listen, I will say before we get into it, I was speaking to my pops, and my pops said there is no circumstance in which we should feel comfortable with hitting women. His
I
solemn
mean,
words.
that's that old school mentality. You
I was
notice a
about to say,
lot
but
of
my
old heads
pops, my
think like
pops
that.
is. I was just about to say, my pops is 62, so
Yeah. A lot
It's
a
just
lot
a
of old
different
heads
time.
think. Yeah, it's weird, man.
I
But
told him we was slapping these hoes though.
there's a lot of factors to that. It's like equality in general. It's like a bigger thing nowadays, and there's like a lot of interpretations that go along with that. Like how far do you take it, for example? And people were just more gentlemanly back then, in general. And I feel like bitches nowadays, like they act up more. So people, they're not just gonna stand back. And if a bitch acts ratchet and tries to slap the shit out of him, people ain't standing for that nowadays, which I agree with.
To be
I
fair,
agree.
it may be like a thing where they be saying that shit as a front. I'm a man. I don't hit bitches, but like I'm sorry, women. But at the end, like in their house, they be smacking them around. No one would know, and the woman won't say anything about it.
See, here's an important question that like nobody ever wants to give clarity on, right? The important question is if a bitch is getting ratchet and like trying to smack you and shit, if you push her over, is that really hitting her? Like if you push her away from you?
I mean, homeboy,
Mm,
what's that guy's name?
I guess
Kareem Hunt
technically-
got fucking hoed for that. Like,
Nah, bro, he kicked her in the face.
Nah,
Bro.
fam,
He
he
kicked her in
didn't.
the face.
I think a slap
on,
is
Bobby.
better than that because
He
if
slapped
she
the
falls
shit
on
out
her
of her.
head on concrete, like that's dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh no, I'm
they
not
were
saying like
inside
a
a
hard
hotel.
like shove to the dirt. I'm saying like a get the fuck off me, like you
Yeah,
know what I
like-
mean?
Like,
Yeah,
if she's
sometimes
modeling
bitches be
you-
overreacting though. Like you give them a slight push and they want to like dramatize and like you push me, so they make a show out of it and then
Well,
they fall
that- yeah.
themselves.
That reminds me of like those fucking videos I think you show me sometimes, Jonkins, of like at a school, some dude smacks a chick back that was beating him up, and like people start like jumping him. Like, what are
Yeah,
you doing, dog?
that is how it is, bro. Like you can,
Yeah,
like I've
straight
seen many, like fuck videos. I've seen it in real life where niggas is
Yeah.
getting abused by a female, but like I'm saying, he's not doing nothing, but nobody's trying to help him. But the second like he had like enough is enough, and he pushes, don't you touch her, don't hit her, and it's
Yo.
like she's
Oh, he
wilding
hit
on
me.
this nigga. Like
He hit
I'm
me. Like,
saying,
yo,
bro.
man.
Y'all ever seen that video of it's like the Indian reality show and
Oh, yeah, how can she slap?
How can she slap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, that thing. But see, here's the thing. That also shows that standards have changed because after that, he sued them and made a bunch of money. That's the thing people forget. And obviously,
Yeah.
maybe if you're gonna post this shit on YouTube, like link the video down below so they can see. The part they don't mention is that dude ended up suing and made so much money.
I'm
because
happy.
I didn't
I
even know
think that
that.
kind of shows the changing of times, right? Because it's like
It was. He
look,
didn't
more
split the
niggas
whole.
is willing to.
He's like, I mean, at the end of the day, like he sued because they were called like they were like defamation for like making fun of his mother and shit,
yeah.
and like and his sisters whatever, and they like jumped homie like
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like after, like
on
yo,
live
and
TV.
that's the thing. Don't get me wrong. Like he slapped her a bit hard, but at the end of the day, that shit was pure reflex. Cause like
Nah.
Yeah, facts,
you
facts.
like
Nah.
if you watch the video, like he doesn't like think about it. Like that shit's just reflex. He gets smacked.
I'm
and
from
he
New
smacks
York.
back.
I'm from New York, and we got a legendary nigga that wore a leather jacket with the number 5 on it. That
What
slapped
the
the
fuck?
shit out. That Lila, if you type it in on YouTube,
No, that the 8-ball guy, the
Yeah,
8-ball guy,
yeah, he
yo,
slapped the shit out of her on the
he
train station,
smacked
bro.
us so.
That nigga's a
Hold
legend.
up.
That nigga's a legend in New York. 'Cause
Why did he
hold
slap her though? Was it random? Was she did something?
Nah,
random?
like nigga was on the train. She was getting in his face, yelling and screaming, calling him all types of pussies, and
Nah,
like she nudged him in the head. You know, like
Nah,
bitches do.
I'm linking the
poke you in
video.
the head, bro.
I'm linking the
She-
video. Y'all need to see
She poked
this.
this nigga in the head, and my nigga, he clapped back so quick. Like, wait,
I've
did
never
she spit
seen
at
this.
him? Nah,
If you
gotta-
listen, if you listen to the video though, the dude has like a speech impediment, and she starts like mocking him and like telling him he sounds like like he sounds mentally disabled. I don't know how people feel about that. Like I heard like YouTube's going crazy about which word I'm talking about.
yeah,
But so I'm
We
not
try
gonna
not to
say
use
that
it.
word, but yeah, think of the word people use when they're trying to call you mentally disabled in an insulting way.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she was calling him that, And like
my
she was
man.
making, so yeah, he has a speech impediment, and she was making fun of it. I just posted the video down
Oh,
below.
I watched this video.
Bro,
I remember
yeah.
now.
Bro,
Yo,
he clapped back
smacked
from
the
Sunday, my
soul
nigga.
out of her.
And some dude tried to fight him for it, and he got his ass beat too. Like,
Nah, I was yeah, bro. Like so that was some dudes that was rolling with those girls though. I think those are the only dudes who jumped in.
Them niggas should have taught them better, my nigga.
All right,
Yeah,
so
bro.
let me go on like a semi-long tangent here. So this is what I'm gonna say. So first of all, equality is kind of like a big thing nowadays, obviously. So there's a lot of things
Fuck that.
that go with that. Like, and it's like to what extent? Because if you're truly equal, then you would treat him like a guy. And I don't know, man. Like to me, if you look at like UFC women fighters, like there's some chicks that like have taken insane punishment, like something like even 99% of dudes like would not take. They would pussy out. They would just give up. So it's like it really depends on the person, but I can acknowledge that that's like a small minority because at the end of the day, there's a reason people have these like gentlemanly ideas. It's like women tend to be like more weak-minded. They don't have as strong wills. So it really just depends on a case-by-case basis. But I've always had this idea with a guy is like, even if I think you're weak, like even if it's like some like weak, stuck-up white kid, and he just thinks no one's gonna ever like clap back at him, he could just do whatever he wants. I always had this idea like if you're gonna attack someone, then just be ready for the consequences. Or if you're gonna like yell at someone, get up in their face, like no matter what, you should not be doing that if you're not ready for the consequences. So, like even if the dude's weak as fuck, I'll just beat the shit out of him because I'm like, this is gonna teach you a lesson. Like this is something you have to learn. Like you can't just do shit like this and not be willing to face the consequences.
You know what we was taught when we was a kid?
What?
If you're old enough to hit, you're old enough to get hit.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with
That's
gender.
fair.
It's just you know what I'm saying, just about your actions. If you you know what I'm saying, if you're old enough to put your hands on another person to like slap somebody else, then you are old enough to get yourself slapped up. You know what I'm saying? And that was the rules of the hood. Like
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't matter how old you are. It didn't matter if you were a girl or boy. If you swung on me, you getting swung back on. Now, granted, niggas, you know what I'm saying, niggas wasn't just ruthless, so we wasn't just cold cocking bitches. But if a female swung on you, yeah, you did slap her back. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, nigga, she gonna have to learn this lesson that she just can't be like attacking niggas for no reason. Even if she's mad, you know what I'm saying? There's like life lessons you gonna have to learn to deal with your anger.
Yeah,
so.
you like almost automatically want to assume anyone who's willing to do this to you that they're ready for the consequences. Because you like kind of tell yourself that in a sense.
No,
But like,
yeah,
there
not
are
to
there are people that like they just aren't ready
that's
for
not
it.
how it is, though. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
not how it is.
they
No
come
bullshit,
from a place
though.
of privilege.
Is
that
it
they
not
think they
like?
can hit you.
Are you not taking a gamble every time? Because maybe some dudes will still uphold that idea that they won't hit a woman. But like, especially nowadays, like I feel like if you have that attitude, it's a consistent thing. And if you're
Nah.
like, if you're gonna swing on a man, you're not just gonna swing on one dude. You know, if you're looking for shit like that, and eventually one of them is just gonna like, you
Yeah.
know, it's
Just
gonna be
takes
the
one guy.
wrong day. It's gonna be the wrong day. Dude just got fired. Dude just, you know.
Yeah,
Bro, not
Who's
even
gonna be
that.
mad
Like
about
you could just
something?
be a guy and like if you think you're all that and you swing on someone, they could just pull a gun on you. So it's like
that is
whoever
true.
whoever you are, like if you're ever willing to just start beef with a random person, just be ready for the consequences.
Right.
Yeah.
Not even
Now-
swinging.
now, granted,
That's like a
now-
bigger message.
Now,
Sorry,
granted,
that's-
when we say start beef, I don't mean dubbing a nigga is enough for a nigga to swing on you. Like that video where the nigga hit the bitch with the skateboard because she didn't want to give
Oh,
him
damn.
a number.
That's
like,
crazy. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's too
fucking
much.
sick.
That's too
You know what I'm
far.
saying? That's fucking sick.
What are
Like
you-
that nigga
Yeah.
deserves to go to jail because like
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
yeah, you
that
didn't
guy.
see that shit, bro. It was all
Oh,
over
I never
Brooklyn
did.
Facebook. Like
He got dubbed and he's
dude,
mad. He
dude,
hits her.
nah,
What's
I
wrong
probably-
with you? Some pussy
I
shit.
probably
like
saw the
Brooklyn or
video,
some
but
shit.
it's probably been a
nigga, like
while
she
or
was
something.
walking into the project building. Nigga was trying to talk to her. She ignored the nigga, didn't say nothing to him, and then he
That's
smooth just hit her with a skateboard.
I
It's
mean,
like,
that
yo,
dude's
that
just
type
sick
of
in the
shit.
head.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
sick.
It's like you didn't even acknowledge my existence.
Yeah, bro, that dude's just sick in the
Get
head.
your money,
Like,
yo, bitch.
there's no excuse for that. But yo, one thing I do want to bring up is I know obviously like a lot of like older dudes say like, you know, obviously they never hit a woman, but I swear, bro, like when you like listen to it, a lot of dudes beat their wives back then.
That's what I just said. Yeah, like privately, they be
Yeah,
beating their
like-
wives, and
like,
then the
of
wives
course,
don't
like-
be saying shit because like going
You know
back
what
to
it
like the
was?
whole
'Cause back in
embarrassing.
the
They don't want to
day-
be embarrassed because of it.
Yeah,
aside,
straight up.
aside from those like exceptions that you guys are speaking about, the wife beaters that are like trying to cover up for themselves,
Yeah.
it was honestly like a different mentality back then. Like women
Yeah.
were more feminine back then. Bitches
Yeah,
nowadays
for
are,
sure.
are fucking are niggas with titties. Like
I mean, some of them.
Oh,
We can't throw them all in there. We can't throw them all. In
It's not
there.
even that.
Let's
It's
go
like,
back
I
to
guess-
that real quick about the wife beaters because I feel like that's one of those things where you're like, why the fuck would you beat your wife if you're gonna like preach these things? And I think because that idea of not hitting women is kind of like one of those things like loyalty, for example. You're like never snitch on someone, when it's like obvious to anyone with a brain that whole like never snitch in the hood mentality was just so the higher ups they wouldn't get like any backfire, you know. And like obviously loyalty is dependent on like how much you care about a person. If you don't care about someone, like you snitch on them, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But like it's like this like hard stuck like ideal that it's like everyone believes this, so I'm gonna believe it too. It defines me as a man type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, the issue with the
I mean,
maybe
yeah.
like going back to maybe what Twilight said, they were raised, they were just different time. That
I
goes
mean-
back to like how like the standing in society was too, like what do you say, like gender roles and shit, like a
Right.
man's supposed to take care of a woman and all that shit. So like at the time then, women understood that too, so they would like never even think about hitting a man because like they know
That's true.
it can go
Yeah.
left. But now,
Yeah.
like we as we go more and more in the future, and I do agree that's how it should be. People are like standing on equal terms. Like you got to expect that. Like you can't expect like what people say. Like you can't expect equality then when shit is
You
not
can't
like
expect equality
yeah.
50% of the time.
exactly.
yeah,
When shit
you
does
can't
not go
only
your way,
expect
don't be
one part of
saying,
it.
"Oh, man, it's not to hit women." Like if you want equality and you truly believe in that, you know the whole thing. Don't put your hands on someone else unless you accept the consequences.
I know this is a
Yeah.
side
That's his
tangent, but like divorce settlements. Like women are so
Yep.
mad when a man gets paid in a divorce settlement. It's like, why? This is equality. She made
Yeah.
more, so he gets paid. You know what I'm saying? This is
Facts.
exactly what y'all always argue. So it's like,
And they champion like the whole like when women get paid a lot of money and shit. Like yeah, not,
the one thing I just don't understand is unless there's kids, right? That's obviously one. Like, why do you even get paid in a divorce settlement?
like,
if,
what's
like,
the
you don't
alimony
have
for?
kids?
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what do you get paid for? Like, if you have kids,
you
yeah,
because
maybe you get
because
child
the
support.
husband made the wife accustomed to a certain lifestyle.
That's
Yeah,
And
that
even
shit's
though-
yeah.
that's just so
That's
bullshit,
I'm just
man.
it's bullshit.
I know,
but
yeah,
that is
I
the
know what you're
law.
saying. It's all that. That
And
is how it is.
because the husband made the wife, or vice versa, if the wife made the husband accustomed to a certain lifestyle, and it doesn't even have it doesn't even depend on if they're married. I believe if they're in certain states like California, I believe if you're together for a long enough time with or without kids, say like you're together for 10 years, I'm still like that person's still entitled to half.
That is California.
See, even side tangent, this is why I'm never gonna get married. One, because I don't care, like I don't care about those definitions. Like some people feel like I need to get married because that defines how I feel about the other person. Like I don't give a fuck what anyone
Nah.
thinks about what my relationship will be, so I don't need that title per se. And then on
Right.
top of that, like, you know, I'm Osen out here, plan B's on plan C's. Like if shit ever goes wrong, like, you know, I ain't gonna
Honestly,
get caught sad, bro.
You don't
The
be
way
tied
the way
down.
I
You say
feel is like
Hey.
marriage to a man is like a prenup to a woman. It's just another additional like legal paperwork to prove that I love you.
Yeah, and I don't need to prove shit, so I don't care.
that's the
Pretty
thing. I
much.
always tell
No,
my
but
homies.
hey,
too.
hey.
I'm like-
There is financial benefits to marriage.
Yeah,
There is like,
taxes
a
and
certain
all
like,
that
tax
shit.
benefits.
There are financial benefits.
I
to
don't think it's
prenups.
worth it though. Like, 'cause, like let's say.
Well,
he
if
goes
you sign
left,
a prenup, that's what I'm saying. If you sign a
Yeah.
prenup, getting married is still beneficial to you.
but people be saying some bitches be like, "Yo, you think we're gonna get divorced? What do you mean a prenup, dog? You gotta be
Right.
safe." Like,
And that's
like,
what I'm saying. Like, and if my girl was to be like, "Oh, we're getting married," it's like, why? Why do we need to get married?
That's
You
a
think I'm-
yeah.
you think I'm gonna
Twilight.
break up
Now
with
I
you?
get what you're saying. Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Like,
Why do we need a title, you know?
Marriage,
You think I love you more?
marriage to
Yeah.
a man is a prenup to a woman. It's like if okay, I agree to marry you, but you got to sign this prenup. Why? You don't trust me? You don't trust me enough to stay with me? That's why we need to get married. So it's like it's the same shit. Just
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Emotions, just different emotional attachments.
I honestly don't think the tax benefit is big enough for marriage. Like, I'm a religious person, so yeah, it's like for me, it's like unless you're a religious person and like it's like the rules that you live by to get married and shit. then
Yeah.
why the fuck would you ever get married? I don't understand that.
I mean, yeah. With religion, it's a bit of a
Different.
different situation, but
Yeah, it's like you're like doing everything you'd be doing as a married couple now. There's nothing you like besides tax benefits.
have-
There's
right, you
nothing
just have
like, you love each
paperwork.
other the same. Like it's not like I got married with you. I spent 50 grand. That's even light on a wedding. And that's another thing. Why are you spending so much money on a day? Like I don't.
I mean,
It's a
there are a
different
lot of people that really don't spend a lot on weddings. That's just more of like that's just one of those like more like day to remember mentality kind of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's
I
more of
get
like
you. I'd rather just throw a party and smoke some weed or
Yeah,
something.
Back in the day, the husband was the
You can
one
always
getting
do that.
paid. Like I'm just saying, back in the day, the wedding actually meant something. It was, you know what I'm saying, the husband taking the wife, the father, like that, like the giving of the bride actually meant something. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, you got land, you got cattle, you got shit with the marriage.
Dowry.
That sounds so
Yeah,
wild.
right. Yeah,
It
like
happens.
dowry. That's what they call it.
It
A
still
dowry.
happens in the world, dowries and stuff.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
not.
Like,
But
no,
it's usually not the same. It's usually all right. Well,
Mhm.
if you are given a dowry, it's usually like financial. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
usually like a
exactly.
money dowry. Like, but back in the day, the wedding itself actually meant something because you were combining land and resources and shit. But now,
Yeah.
it's just basically it's a competition to see whose husband loves them the most, who husband has the most money, and
Facts.
who has the bigger ring. That's all really. That's all
Yeah,
like
rings
marriage today's
too.
are.
Yeah, rings too. Yeah,
See, I
everything
want
is
to bring
just
up an interesting idea, right?
that's a fact. Everything is showing off.
All
It's
right.
to show off the piece. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
I mean, I think that's part of it, and that's part of the problem. But one interesting thing I want to say is obviously we all know divorce rates are up a lot, right? Single parent homes are up a lot, and that's part of the reason is because people are getting married too early. But at the same time, right? If you look at like in the 50s and 60s, right? People were getting married at the same age. But here's the idea I want to pose. What am I saying? The idea I want to bring up. What if it's not just a changing of times, but in the sense you're thinking of? What if it's a changing of times in the sense where I think people are reaching financial stability and like knowing what they want at a much later age nowadays, right? Because back then you could get married at 20 and you could already have a good job and be living a good life at that point. You know what I mean? Nowadays,
Depending on who you was.
yeah, with how many people going to school and even unions, bro. Like even unions, you're starting at less money than you did back in the day, right? So no matter what direction you go at the age of 2021, you don't have that same financial stability and you really haven't had the time to figure yourself out.
Yeah.
Now on top of
Yeah.
that,
Point.
I want to throw on top of that, right? It was much easier to know what you wanted back in the day because there was no internet, because
Less
you couldn't
options,
see
too.
everything out there, right? You had less options, so you were kind of accustomed towards one way of life, you know?
Mm.
Even if you went to school or if you went into the labor force or if you joined the military, you were kind of used to one option that you had grown
Yeah.
around. Well, I feel like the internet has changed that a
It
lot.
was
I feel like
it was either you went into plumbing or mechanics, the military, or you went to college and became a doctor or some shit. It's like
yeah,
Yo,
exactly.
real
it was
quick.
like a limited.
Yo, Prototype Virgo in the chat. What's good, bro? Thanks for pulling up.
Well,
What's up, brother?
I was about to say, what up, Virgo? Ain't he supposed to be in this thing?
Yeah, he said, he has dinner with his girl, so he's like, if I don't show up because I want to talk about slapping women, I'm about to get slapped. So
Yeah.
I'm like, fair enough.
Copy.
I respect
copy.
it. Yeah.
Like I
Yeah,
said before, y'all
I
ain't
agree
never
with you,
had
Gary.
the females that hit back. Y'all was telling me earlier, y'all girls never tried to stab you or nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
none of that.
Yeah,
Nah, but
I don't know.
That's crazy, bro. Like if your girl tries to stab you, like I feel like that's like a bit like
Then
Like,
it's
he
like,
did,
get the
right.
fuck
It's all
away from
love.
me type shit.
It's all
Never
a
speak
lot
to
of
me
love
again.
though. See, those are those relationships where like I don't know, man. It's only happened like once or twice. But
He's about to say like 7 times. Only
nah.
7.
Because
counting up in his
trying to
head.
because I'm trying to think.
There was
Like,
that time I
and-
ate her cake.
Like
There
you know
was
what I'm saying?
that
Like
time
there's
I
a
forgot her
difference
birthday.
between like play fighting and then like actually like seriously fighting with your girl.
Yeah, there was that
You know
time
what
where
I'm
she
saying?
ran
So
for the
it's
knife,
like-
but then like last second she's like, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. So does that count or does that not count?
But,
Look, as long as she don't pull it, it don't count.
that's how
Alright.
it goes though. Like,
Fair.
this is- as well, like a general woman versus men type thing. But like, you see how people just never take a man getting abused seriously. That shit happened. Like, they clown him
It
for
wasn't like I wouldn't call it abuse, but
Not you. I'm saying in like a broader thing. Like niggas be getting
Yeah.
like I've read articles about a dude getting fucked up by his girl. I'm like, I kind of get it because like as a man, like how can you relate to that? Like, what the fuck are you
Just
doing to
walk
the point
away,
that you
my
get?
nigga.
Yeah, like to the point that you get like fucking abused by your girl. Like what?
Yeah.
But some people are just like it
It's
happens
just
and like
sim
people,
culture out
society,
here, man.
yeah, society
I mean,
does
I feel
not
like it's just
look
those
at it the
guys
same
who
way.
still they still have that same mentality where they're like, like I can't hit a woman, you know what I mean? And like they take it to like the extreme.
Yeah, extreme.
And so they
facts.
just kind of sit there and take it. You
That's
know?
why I
At that
wanted to
point,
like
it's
talk
too
with
late.
someone that's on the simp side because I don't feel like I've ever heard a good argument from that side. You know, like they can't
What,
really.
just taking the hits?
Well, like yeah, that
If-
and like thinking
yeah,
like
if- look,
it's
if I
so
know-
bad.
If I know my girl can't really hurt me, you know what I'm saying? Then
That's
yeah,
a
I'll
fact.
take
That's a
the
fact.
hits.
That's the thing though. It
You know
depends.
what I'm saying? It depends. It depends
Depends.
on the situation and the girl you're dealing with. In all honesty, bro.
To me, it's
Because
not just
it is-
about whether she can hurt you or not. It's just like the disrespect of it all. And I'm just thinking like more so if you hit her, like what's so
Like
bad
where
about
she,
that?
it
Because-
depends on where she hits me. Like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that's
Like
a
I ain't
factor
gonna hold
too.
you. If a girl ever hit me, like if she's hit me in my body, then that's one thing. In my arms and my chest or whatever, that whatever, you'll let that slide. But if she hits you in your face and she don't react in a way like, oh shit, I just hit this nigga in his face, then it's like, all right, you need to check this bitch because now she'll just hit you in your face whenever. But anytime a female has ever hit me in my face, it's always been like before I even did anything, it's always been like like my bad. Like, you know, like she's instantly calmed down because she's realized she's taking it too far. You know what I'm saying? It's
I mean, shit. Like I don't like. I think that's reasonable though. Like I feel like don't get me wrong, I'd still be annoyed by it. But like if she's like is really sitting there and instant, I mean, I kind of feel that. Like I've gotten like like some like light slaps to the face, but like nothing crazy. And usually they're like they'll apologize after. And I feel like in that situation, I'm not just gonna like
wild out.
Yeah, like that's just like too much.
But if she's swinging for life, my nigga, nah, you gotta grab her and do something. You can't just be a punching bag, like.
Yeah,
yeah. To me, it's like I understand your stances of like hitting women and shit, and I kind of agree to it to an extent. But it's just for me, I'd rather just avoid the headache. Like if I can avoid hitting a woman as long as I can, I will. To me, the point fair. You said, Jonkins, about disrespect shit. Disrespect.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be about hitting. It could be like
take it. Like I don't
the way she like words certain shit if she's being disrespectful just when talking to you in general. Like
yeah.
I don't really fucking allow that shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. But I feel like to me, I'll just weigh it. Like
I just leave.
Her being disrespectfully slapping me, or like I'll just walk away.
I feel like you always come out as the bad guy in those situations.
You can't win.
It's hard to win.
The way
it's impossible to win in those situations.
You might like lose a job if that goes down in the public, or like just all that shit. So like to me, it's never worth it. Unless like what Gary was saying.
So how often would you walk away though? Like every time?
Yeah, because this is something about me in general.
If it happens once, right?
Well, it's so like scenario.
She has the balls to do it again. Like fuck you, dog. Like what? Like I'm not listening to you anymore.
Yeah, but I feel like this is so situation based. Like if I was ever like talking to a girl one on one and all of a sudden she just got like mad disrespectful, which I feel like would never happen because that's just a very weird situation.
Yeah, it is.
That's uncommon too. But in that case, yeah, you just walk away.
You ain't never had no deep conversations with a bitch.
Example scenario though. Remember like in movies, right? Like when a man and a woman like a show are arguing, and two things happen. Maybe she saw him messing around with another girl or whatever, or maybe he didn't even do anything. He just having an argument, and he kind of said something disrespectful to her. She either throws her drink at him or she slaps him. So like going around the circle here, what would you do, Jonkins, if she slaps you like that? Like
this is something about me in general. I have like such high self-respect for myself that if anything, like doesn't even have to be with a bitch. It can be any relationship in general. Like if I'm friends with someone or whatever, if I feel like I don't want to like deal with this, I would just like instantly leave it. Like I don't care. I'll like burn any bridge if the situation calls for it. Because
it doesn't take much for me,
I just don't have to deal with that. Like I can do better than that. I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of options for girls that I can go for. Like it's like they say, many fish in the sea. So I just don't settle for anything pretty much.
I mean, I get that. Oh, but yo, like you were saying though, I did wear that a little. Wait, what is it? T-whale.
Twale.
T-whale. What the fuck?
Dude, I was just going for it. No, but I worded that a little wrong. I meant it a little different than that. Like I've had straight up like arguments with girls like when discussing something like maybe like I take very seriously. You know what I mean? Like heated ass arguments. But I know like at the end of the day, like that's not like as heated as they may get. You know the person you're dealing with. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I feel like I feel like I haven't had like a situation where like I've had like I've gotten in situations where I've gotten into like heated ass arguments. And we didn't talk to each other for like a day or two after. But
I feel like we need a female's perspective.
Yeah, true. We do.
That's what I was telling John, because I don't know if he knows any females to invite. But
like, nah, that's a weird conversation to bring up. Like, yo, we having a whole discussion on hitting.
Yeah, yo, hold up.
Yeah,
you wanna give your take? Like, that's
I feel like most women nowadays, they like to be honest, I feel like it's gonna be all cap. Even if she's like, she'll probably say the same shit like we're saying. Yeah, if a woman puts her hands on you, but like if she's in that situation, she's gonna trip either way. I feel like that's how people are on the internet.
Circumstances.
I mean,
man.
yeah,
it's like.
It's so situational, bro. Like I feel like every situation is so different. Like, but I feel like the most common situation where like a female will like just straight up be mad disrespectful towards you is usually, in my experience, at parties. And like I've had like I've had like my boys like been at parties and like either it's been through like a because of like someone they both know or just something like some small stupid things that like there's one specific situation. I'm not gonna name names, but there's one specific situation where like this chick was being mad disrespectful to like my friend, like being fucking ridiculous, right? And it was one of those
Mhm.
situations where I was like, all right, like she's taking it too far, like she's like spitting at him and shit, and like
Oh,
just
fuck.
yeah, being a bitch, and like
This
I
is your
like,
boy's
like
girl.
and I like grabbed him, right? Because here was the problem. I couldn't let anything happen because he would have gotten fucked up because we were outnumbered, and then I would have gotten fucked up too because I came with him. So we were outnumbered because we weren't in town, like we were in an out of town party, right? And like had it gone the next step, that's why I had to pull him away. But I feel like that like at a party is the most
Was
common
that wait?
situation.
Was the girl that was violating? Was that his girl or was it just some
Nah, that
random
was just
chick?
some random girl. I think I can't remember how it came up, but like I think he knew one of her friends or something, and like they didn't like each other. And I'm trying to remember. This was like 3 years ago, but like this was like the worst case I've ever seen of it. This was like so
That's
he had
wild.
said some shit like, yeah, but like she ain't here, like there's no reason for you to like fight your battles for her, you know? And he was like, I'm just here to party. Like I don't know what you're looking for. Like I ain't really trying to deal with all that shit. Like get away from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she was just, I don't know, bro. I think she was just drunk and looking for a fight. You feel me? Like she was just like one of those drunk. Some people just drink and they just want to look for beef, you know?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, well, you got to learn to walk away. Like as you get older, you learn to walk away.
mhm.
When you got to analyze situations and walk away. If it's not
That
your
is
girl,
smart of you though, like realizing that it's not your hood.
Yeah.
Get the
Like,
fuck
Oh
I'll
yeah,
say
we
that
would
too.
we would have gotten our asses beat like bad.
But like, if it's not your girl, just some random chick at the party, man, just walk away. There's no
That's
point
what I'm
in like.
saying, and that's why. See, the only problem was obviously is he was off the henny, and he gets the same way when he's off the
Oh
henny.
nah,
And that's
yeah.
yeah, and the henny
You
will do
lucky.
that.
You
to you.
lucky. I'm about to say you lucky. You got to him quick enough.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I
Bitch
just
spit
grabbed
at
him,
me, and I'm
I
on the
pulled him
henny.
away.
She's done.
Yeah, that's what. Nah, bro, I'm telling you, I thought I was thinking like it got so close to that, and it was specifically because he was off the henny. Like,
I think it's where are you from, bro?
I'm from Boston.
See that? Yeah, I think it's like where you raised that too. If you're raised in like more city areas, you're more accustomed to like, how do I say it? Like more
I would say though,
ratchetness.
I'm not really city though. I'm like outskirts of Boston, like you know what I mean.
Uh,
So I'm not like city, so it's not even like that. But like, even in like the outer city, bro, like I'm even
I say
talking more like
the
suburbs.
more you get into the city, the more ratchetness you see.
Yeah.
So it's like the more accustomed you get to it. It's like
Mhm.
you can like no
Yeah.
lie, like you can spot the drunk girls, the real crazy ones, the ones to avoid as soon as you walk in the party. They're the loudest ones there.
Nah,
You
but
avoid-
I've definitely been to some parties in Boston, and I will say like I know what you're talking about. You know, I don't have like the daily experience with it, but I've seen it a couple times, and I know exactly what you're saying.
Avoid them bitches.
Pretty much, stay away from the dumb bitches.
So do we want to like shift the conversation over to like those like videos you see where random bitches get into stupid shit with the guy?
Yeah.
Because I think we already agree like something like if you get spit on, then you know haymaker, or like something along those.
See there we. No, you never haymaker, a bitch.
Yeah,
No, that's not what we agreed.
that's fair. I agree. You can't haymaker, bro. That's like
No,
oh man,
what we
like
said was,
Okay.
if a bitch spits on you, you slap the shit out of her.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
slap
You don't close
is
fist.
fair.
You don't close fist a bitch. You
Well,
never
here's the
close
thing.
fist.
If a guy
bitch.
spit on me, I'm like, I
I'm
don't
knocking
even
him-
know if I
I'm
want to
knocking
say
him the
this
fuck
because
Oh yeah,
In-
no, of course.
incriminate
Nah,
type
you
shit.
haymaker him. Nah, like
There's a
like
difference.
no,
Like, if
that's
a guy
worse than
spits on
haymaker.
you,
That's
you
like
close fist,
several
knock
levels
him out.
worse than
Like,
just a haymaker.
yeah, but like yeah, I think let's not even. well, the point is
No.
gotten across, right? He's getting hurt. That's the point. Like
right.
He's getting
You're not
very
just-
hurt.
it's a fight.
Stop
It's a
it.
mean
You're
fight.
not just stopping with one, like a play this, right? If a female spits on you, you slap the shit out of her, and that's all you do.
Yeah.
You slap her one time. If a guy spits on you, you punch him, and then you keep punching him until somebody pulls you off or the cops come. That's
Yeah.
it.
I mean, shit. Simply put,
Mm.
straight to the point.
Well, let me just say one thing. The haymaker is like maybe 50% power, okay? I'm not like straight up like pretending I'm in a real fucking fight with this bitch, all right? I'm just saying
Yeah,
like I would do so much worse to the guy that it's like even that is kind of like letting her off lightly in a sense. But like just to me, like getting spit on, especially in the face, is like one of the worst things you could ever
Oh,
possibly
of course,
do to
it's
me.
like the ultimate sign of
Oh,
disrespect. No
man.
doubt. I would rather a bitch smack me than spit on me. 100%. But
100%.
100%, no question. Like
100%. Yeah.
100%, yeah.
I think the thing is too is honestly, being real, I think you're only ever gonna get spit on by a bitch at a party. I don't think a bitch is ever one-on-one gonna spit on you. I mean, you know,
Well, there's like
It's-
so many weird like videos, that type of shit. Like either like white trash or like super ratchet black girls, or like
yeah, but
they
like
just do
that's
the
why you
most
just
for
stay
no
away
reason.
from that. You know what I mean? That's why you just stay away from that. Like you don't get
Right.
involved with that. Like
Those,
people who
those
make
are the ones that
decisions
you
like
can
that.
spot a mile
Yeah.
away.
Exactly. You just don't even like bother with shit like that. You know, that's why you just stay
Mhm.
away. Or
But
like,
then what do you
man.
do if it's like, because I've seen videos too where guys immediately like walk away and like they're just like they're even mad at the fact that you're just ignoring them and you don't care. Like, how dare you ignore me? And then like they like run after you and then like try to smack you or like punch you or something.
See, and that's one of those things where in those situations it is just a horrible situation, and that's why you just have to try and stay away from them as best as you can because you just need. And you know
So
what?
you mean like running away, like
Nah.
sprinting away type shit?
No, no. I'm saying
know what
what
you
I'm
do?
saying is those are tough situations in the sense that you want to even just try to avoid being near
Right.
women like that as a whole. But if you do get yourself caught in that situation, I mean, shit, you might have to like.
You can only run but so far.
Yeah.
Like if it's in a like situation where like
I
you
ain't
want
gonna
to
have a,
train or
like. I
something,
get what you're
or the
saying. I ain't gonna
bus,
have a bitch, you know, chase me away, bro.
Yeah, like I don't know.
that's too much.
That's too much.
That is
Like,
that is scary though.
That's when you push a bitch. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
that's what
that's
I'm
when
saying.
you.
Yeah, I don't know if I would slap a girl for spitting on me, even though I'd be so pissed. 'Cause, like,
What?
did you
Nah,
even
that's
like? Can you even
Bro.
like claim self defense? You get in a case for that, like.
yes,
Yes,
spitting,
nigga,
nah,
that's-
spitting on
that's-
someone does
spitting is-
count.
is
And
it's
what I'm
assault.
saying is, like,
Spitting on
like,
someone is assault, my nigga. That's a bodily
Yeah.
fluid that counts as
It's
assault.
assault.
hey, that's that is biological terrorism right now. Actually,
Facts. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah,
Well,
during,
that is a
during
fact.
Corona season, hell yeah.
yeah,
I
that
don't
is
know, like-
biological terrorism.
To me,
Just
like,
trying
let's
to
say-
kill me, my
Let's
nigga.
say a chick's like someone spits me like on my neck or like intentionally as I'm walking away. And
Nah,
I don't
bro,
know
if
if it's a
someone
girl,
spits at you
dude.
right now, don't get me wrong. If anybody spits on me, like, like that's just a standard, bro. Like, I feel like if
I
you're
agree.
saying if someone spits on you, you wouldn't throw hands.
No.
I
If
feel
it's
like
a,
you're
like
lying.
if it's a girl, like
Man.
no, I told you the other like last stream, dude. If anybody spits on me, this man Jacob was trying to be like political about it. Now I'm destroying them. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, no, I
You must
get that,
either like not be a man, like you must be like fucking terrified if you're not willing to throw hands.
yeah, that's what
I'm
I'm saying.
destroying
Bro.
them.
It's
I
oh,
would say
man.
it's not like about the like be like I'd rather get punched than spit on.
That was
Spit on is like
before.
so this fucking
Yeah.
I feel like,
like,
even the
what are you
like
doing?
scrawniest
That was
kid
before
would
it was
react to
that bad.
getting spit on.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even the smallest kid, like if you spit on him, you
going
might bully
ape
him.
shit.
You might bully him his whole life. But if you ever spit on him, he would
That's
react
true.
in a way. You
I'm
know what I'm saying? Like,
suplexing a bitch if it spits on me.
Dude, I swear, it's
this
just,
nigga
like,
says
spitting on
suplex.
someone is just like the
No, I'm
most
joking,
disrespectful thing you can do, no doubt. But yo, that was before Corona. Now with Corona, it's still the most disrespectful thing you can do. But
Nah, that
now,
shit is
now with
deadly.
that
Shoot him.
whole extra step, bro. Like that's like I'm sorry, but like if you're willing to spit on someone, like you got to be willing to get fucked up.
Dude, I was
Alright,
watching
so,
this.
so next question: have any of you spit on someone?
No,
Have I ever spit on someone?
I only spit on someone like my like a sibling spit on me. I'll spit on him back on being their ass.
Not for fighting purposes.
You know what I've done? I've spit on my hand and smacked the back of someone's head with it.
Oh, that's so fucked
Yo,
up.
the neck would be crazy. That
Oh,
shit would
nah.
make
Luis.
it
Yo,
Nah,
Luis.
that's wild.
Luis.
That's wild. Y'all
I
are
remember that
bugging.
video.
No, but
Y'all
for
are
real,
bugging out.
the only time I spit on someone if they spit on me while I'm beating their ass, I spit on them. Like I was fucking.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
fucking
if you're beating their ass, you already got the one up. That's not necessary.
No,
at
I
that
still
point.
got to spit on them because I feel like the spit is worse than the amount of beating I'm giving to them, in my opinion. The spit is
Yeah, but
worse.
it's like,
Right.
aren't you satisfied if you're already beating him?
Only
Yeah,
during
that's a
sex.
fair point.
Only during sex do I spit on a bitch.
I mean,
Bro, yeah, something about yeah. Spit is trash.
Yeah, what were you about to say, Draco? Before that?
About what? Like the thing, yeah. That's the thing. I feel like I do agree with you guys, but like I might take a step back, you know? Like maybe like if she kisses me on a bad day and spits on me, I'm like, but like if she
So
spits
you
on me,
letting
like
the bitch?
look, I'm not saying
I
like
don't
know,
know,
yeah, like,
bro.
I'm not
That's-
saying,
I'm
like,
not. I'm
fuck
trying to be
her up.
honest. Like I don't know if I just
You don't
depends
know
on
if
my
you would hit
mood
a
that
bitch?
day. If I'm like having a good day and she spits on me, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm gonna get her arrested or something. But like,
So you some Sanji ass nigga.
no, I'm not, because I just told you.
Yes,
like,
nah.
I'm down to
I just heard it has to be extreme circumstances though. Like she has to extreme
I
diff you.
feel like the headache is not worth it, bro. Like
Alright, look,
I said,
I kind of get where
optics
Draco's
and
coming
stuff.
from. I kind of get
Like,
where Draco's
I'll
coming
eat a
from. bro.
spit then, but like,
Nowadays, it's like
Yeah, Corona days is different.
What
Like
you mean?
It's
What
nah,
you mean
I mean,
nowadays, my nigga? Equal
Yo,
rights.
I'm
They
saying
just as
motherfuckers
capable as
call,
us
like,
in every way, right?
yeah, but what I'm saying is like motherfuckers make a big deal out of everything nowadays.
Yeah, I'm
bro.
getting
You can
canceled.
lose everything for that shit, bro. People
Yeah,
are
if your
so
stance is you don't want to go to fucking prison, then fair enough.
Yeah, but like, let's say, okay, for example, right? If you give me an option of no one will ever know about it, you're not gonna get any prosecution. Yeah, I'm smacking that shit. I'm
See,
smacking
here's
that
the
shit.
question though, right? Let's say you're at a party, right, and you're drunk, and like maybe you're off the henny, right? Because you know that makes dudes fight, no doubt about it, right?
No doubt.
Anything's possible.
You oh well, now you know. Fucking so you're off the henny, right? And a bitch spits on you, but you ain't in your own hood, right? And you're gonna get fucked up if you hit her. You still hitting her?
Yes.
On baby.
I'm
On
thinking
baby,
that
I'm
about
still
that, like-
slapping that bitch.
Like, yo, John, because remember
On-
that video
on
you showed me about the
Baby.
dude giving
No,
that
no,
commentary?
On baby, she's still getting
about
slapped, my nigga.
dudes that's
I'll
not
take
You,
that.
you know what's the first thing I'm gonna say?
I've been
The first thing I'm gonna say is, "You going to jail now? You going to
Yeah.
jail now?"
Bus driver uppercut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I feel like I'll fight a dude that's not even in my hood, to be honest, if I'm at a party, but I don't know. Like I don't know if people will jump me for that. Maybe if I have a couple
Even
homies,
if
I'll
I
probably
get
take
jumped,
them.
like a beating isn't that bad.
Yeah. To me,
Yeah,
like
but
that's
you
the
don't
thing. I
know,
don't
bro.
understand
You-
people like always say like if a guy's so big or strong, if he smacks your bitch's ass, what are you gonna do? I'm still fighting him. If
I'm
I get
swinging
beat up,
him.
that's
I'm swinging on him.
fine. That's fine,
That's
but I'm
fair.
not gonna let him just do
Yeah,
that.
feel
I
Like,
feel
my
like
girl
people
would
that
know at
don't
least-
fight, they like overestimate how bad getting beat up is. By,
yeah,
like, a lot.
exactly. Fact. That's a fact.
True, yeah. Yeah.
It's
And most-
over in like fucking 10 minutes, man.
Yeah.
Real
bro.
quick in the chat, Share the Dank said, "Yo, what's up, bro?" Emerson
Oh,
McDowell said, "Dope stream. I like the non-anime manga topics." That's what's up, man. If you got any recommendations, let me know. Share said, "Depends on how you getting beat down." True,
Honestly,
but I don't feel like
kinda
people
know-
really like just beat the
Look,
dog shit out
I'm
of
gonna
you.
be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, if you're like, if like you're in a situation where like dudes know this chick and you're getting fucked up by like 15 dudes, that's where I might have to start asking myself, is this worth it, or am I gonna call up one of my girlfriends to beat her ass later?
No, we're coming back
Mm.
with 15 dudes and kicking their ass. If that happened.
I mean,
Yeah, I
my
might,
nigga,
if I don't die though, in the meantime, you know?
That's what I'm saying. What if?
y'all,
Yeah, like,
y'all
that's what I'm
added
saying,
to the
bro.
circumstances.
Shit gets out of hand
Y'all
all
added
the
to the
time.
circumstances.
No, of course, in any basic situation.
First of all, I'm not going to any party. I'm not going to any party outside my hood by myself.
Yeah,
So
That's a
that's
fact.
some shit like
That's
At
that
least
facts.
happens.
five
That's
dudes.
facts.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's facts. I
And not
that's
only
fair.
not only that, I always roll with a couple females too, because
Yeah.
I got chill girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? They cool as fuck.
Hold on,
So,
real quick about
I've
the
never-
15 guys thing. I think even if it's 15 people, you're not likely to get super fucked up because if they're like all stomping on you, they don't want to get fucking murder cases usually. So even then, like
Usually,
they'll
yeah.
stop
Depends
before it
what
gets
you-
to like
yeah.
a really bad point.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
that's,
John, because
that's
imagine
fair.
like okay, me, you, Twale, or whatever.
Nah,
then we
but
go
that
to
is a bit of an
somehow go to,
unrealistic-
like Gary's frat party, bro. A bunch of frat dudes. Like I'm not.
I ain't no, I ain't no frat boy, bro.
I know
Man.
I was making a joke. Like
We
if there's
fighting.
50 frat dudes, like I know none of them are gonna kill me, you know. So
Bro,
I'm not like,
yeah,
fucking-
frat dudes aren't gonna like fuck you up, bro. Frat dudes
Yeah.
are just frat dudes. Like,
yeah, this is gonna be just scared when they see you just walking
I
in.
know,
bro.
I know. Everybody here read Kingdom. The power of a go is very strong. So
Gary
know,
actually
that's
doesn't
all-
read Kingdom.
I have not read
wow.
Gary's mid, yeah, we know.
Yeah, he doesn't read
Wow.
One Piece either. So you said you wanted to go on your little Sanji rant. Like he's not gonna understand any of that.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
to be
man.
honest, I'm not.
I'm just
So-
saying.
so- I've been jumped before, maybe like not recently. Obviously, like when I was like in school or wherever, just because like the exact same example, like I fought a dude that's like around his friends and shit like that. And it's like the jumping is like you're just getting fetal position, and most of these dudes just fucking kick you or like wail on you while you're like covered up. So like that's not even like
I mean,
Won't
you
even
just
hurt.
cover your head.
yeah, that shit don't even hurt. But I still
You
fucking
just
beat his
cover
ass
your head.
unless you're like yeah, exactly.
Man,
So like
y'all
that's the
never
thing.
been jumped before.
I mean, I've
I mean,
never been
I'ma
jumped to
be
the
honest,
extent that
bro,
you can
I've
jump
only
baby.
been,
My
like,
jump.
Like being real, like I've only been jumped by like white boys. So I
Nah.
mean, yeah, I guess I haven't like really been
It's
jumped.
different when you got niggas pulling your leg. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to curdle up. You got niggas pulling your
Oh
arms,
nah,
kicking
that's,
you in the
they're
guts
doing
and
too
shit.
much.
Yeah, nah, it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
so-
most dudes don't care. They're like they seriously don't want to beat you up, but they see people beating you up, so they just join in, and it's like it's not as like hard and like
See, I feel like that's more like I feel like that's something that would have more like maybe when I was younger. Like now, I feel like if I get jumped, like I'm just gonna get like kicked. Like I'm gonna get kicked a couple times. I'm gonna just cover my head, and then that's gonna be the end of it. You know?
It's
Yeah.
crazy. In all my times in the bar, I've never actually seen a bar fight. No, I'm lying. I've never been in a bar fight.
I mean,
I've seen
like they'll break out quickly, but they just get shut down because you just get banned from the bar, bro. And it just gets to the point where you're like dudes who start fights like that, like just end up getting kicked, like banned from every fucking bar because that's just the type of person at that point, you know?
Yeah, once you
And
get in
once
your
you-
20s, it's like fighting is so pointless because you're just
That's
gonna
a
fucking
fact.
catch a case.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
haven't fought anybody in like a long time just 'cause, like that exact reason. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
like get a record and shit like that.
Yeah, straight up.
Exactly.
I mean, and also it's just like usually like the situation never comes around. Like dudes aren't like that reckless anymore once you hit your 20s. Like dudes, because dudes think the same thing. They're like, bro, like, am I really gonna have like a pissing contest with a dude and then fight him over what? Like over nothing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
just to
Dumb.
clarify, this the same time, like that doesn't mean if a dude like slaps
I'm
me or
so-
spits on
I'm
me,
Yeah,
so-
I'm
okay,
not
but
gonna
that's the
leave
thing.
that.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Dudes don't even do that shit anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Once
If
you
they
hit your
did, they'll
20s.
be like, we're gonna
This
teach
Unless
you.
it's some
concept
like
is so
trashy
foreign.
ass places, maybe. Yeah.
This concept is so alien to me.
What?
Shit, niggas in the hood is beating your ass to an inch. of
I
your
know,
life,
but that's
nigga,
like your hood though. That's your hood though. Like it's not like gonna call the cops. Like
Twilight
I'm
Yeah,
beating
that's
on
what
New
I'm
York
randomly at a
streets.
bar.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not
bro,
deep
like-
in the streets, but I'm just saying, my nigga, in New York, my nigga, like, you're more likely to just be
Aight.
found by the cops beat up than a nigga not. Like, if you're gonna get jumped, niggas is gonna wild. Like, niggas is not gonna hold back. Niggas is gonna fuck you up. That's
Well,
what I'm
it
saying.
I
Like,
depends
mean,
on
niggas-
the situation because I don't really get people angry like that. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying in New York, like, okay, I want y'all to go do some, like, after we done with this video, just go look up some videos in New York. Just like type in jumpings in New York and see how everybody, like, them niggas might not even know what you beefing about, but they'll see a person get jumped and everybody will jump you. You know what I'm saying? And them niggas is going in for haymakers. Like, niggas will jump in with flying kicks and shit. Like,
the
Shit,
one
bro,
karate guy.
I'm not
that
from
shit
the
is
hood.
crazy.
I ain't really
That
spent
shit,
like
that shit is fucking hilarious sometimes, my nigga. Like, just look that
Yeah.
shit up. That should be funny.
shit, bro. Like I said though, like I'm not from the hood. I haven't really spent much time around the hood, so I got no idea. I ain't got experience with stuff like that. Like,
Nah, hold on. Let me find some videos.
bro, like I
for
said,
y'all,
like I
'cause-
got like I got jumped like one time, and it was just by a bunch of white boys, and I just got up and left, and that was just kind of the end of it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of from the hood, if you could even call it that. Like, ghetto people live here, but it's not really a dangerous place at the same time. But yeah, I
Yeah.
don't really have the Twilight experience either.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't got like
No.
that. I far from it myself. Like,
I kind of like, but when I was talking about like people would fight and like I'm very comfortable. Like I haven't been around those people anymore because obviously you grow up and you have different paths and shit. When I was growing up, we fought all the time, and it was like a thing where like no one would call the cops and shit like that. With stuff that happened in the hood, you would like fight a dude and shit like that. But when I was saying I won't fight a dude now, I'm talking about if I like randomly meet a dude at a bar, I'm not gonna fight him unless he does
Yeah.
something crazy to me. Because then
Well-
I know they're gonna call the cops.
I feel like it's just rare occasions where stuff like that does happen. But of course, when that shit does happen, like, you know, fuck it, bro. You just gotta step up. Like, you know, you gotta have some level of respect for yourself.
Yeah.
Man,
But
you
you can
just
get into
gotta
like this whole
bob and
debate
weave,
where
man.
it's like, if you don't really care, then it's not really a lack of self-respect. You just don't care.
No, that's what I'm saying. If some dude's just trying to bait you with some weak shit, like I don't yeah, like you like that, you're not really proving much. Like some like dipshit just trying to like looking
Yeah,
for
but
something
you also
stupid, but-
can't run, my nigga. That's the point. Like,
Oh
if
no,
you-
of course.
I'm just saying, if you got 15 niggas threatening to jump you, right?
Mhm.
Your best bet is honestly to just hit the biggest nigga.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I just really don't plan on getting myself in that situation ever.
Like, because if you try to run, my nigga, and they chase you, the second you trip, the second they trip you, you fall down. It's a wrap for you. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
The
if you
best
go,
option is to
if
walk
you're
away.
in that situation, can you walk away from a jumping?
Yeah, I
nigga?
don't think you can
No,
walk away.
because if
Nah,
you
but
run,
the
you're
thing-
showing your fear. But if you're walking away, they might still chase you, but they're gonna like sort of respect it. They're like, he's not running at least. Like he's kind of just walking away. Like they might still attack you, but like I've even seen a video where a dude did that. Like he was like walking away as he was fighting. He's like, do not run under any circumstance. Just like walk away, retreat as you're defending yourself, and you'll be good.
Yeah,
I mean, I get that. I get the
I mean,
mentality.
yeah.
behind that.
I mean, yeah. If you defend, yeah. If you retreating as you defending yourself, then yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if
I get
it
that.
comes down to that situation, you best off just stall on the biggest person.
Yeah.
I feel that. But yeah, is there any other topics we really want to talk about regarding this? I feel like we went on like crazy tangents.
Yeah, we kind of strayed a little bit, but I think it was an interesting discussion.
Yeah, I will bring up real quick, like what I kind of brought up. It's like I can understand like the simp mentality, quote unquote. It's just to me, it's kind of like even arrogance in a sense when you're like assuming this because she's a woman, she doesn't have the mental strength to really take a punch or whatever. Like I can understand where it's coming from when you're like in general, women are like more weak minded and they're just
Bro,
not
if
as
this
tough.
chick is like 6'2" and big as hell, like
I'm about to say
I'm
it
ready,
wouldn't even
but-
be weak minded. It would just be like physically weak.
But
'Cause
even
I know
then,
some
like
bitches that are mentally stronger than men, but like they can't take a punch that a man could.
but it's so much more likely, for example, for like someone to fight someone else that's like clearly physically smaller than them, and like because they're a guy, they don't care as much. Where it's like to them,
That's
it's not the same situation at all. And it, like when it gets to that point, it's like a different mentality. Like because he's a man, he can take a beating, even though he clearly can't step up to me.
See, that's the thing though. I feel like at this point, I don't even like bother with that shit. Like I've had like I don't know, with smaller, like with a dude who you just clearly know you'd fuck up. Like unless he does some out of pocket shit, like I feel like most of the time I'm just sitting there and I'm like, what am I proving? Like, what am I proving by doing this? If he's just like if a dude's just being annoying, right? And I'm saying excluding extremes because extremes are like rare, but obviously when they do happen, it's gonna be a fight, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying in your average situation, like most of the time when a fight breaks out, it's usually over something stupid. And if I'm gonna fight someone over something stupid, it's probably gonna be someone my size.
Yeah, I feel you. This isn't
Like, I
like
feel like-
specifically supposed to be something that's common. It's just like a what if scenario.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, in extreme situations, I don't care what they look like. If you spit on me, shit like that. If you hit me first, of course. But in your most like average situations where it's dudes just arguing over dumb shit and then fighting, I feel like it's like if the dude is just smaller than me, I'm just gonna sit there and say to myself, like, what am I proving? Like, what does this do for me? Like, dudes are gonna sit here and just be like, damn, like he's beating up the little dude. Like, nice.
Potentially even worse
Shit.
than going to jail, you can get sued. And
Yeah,
this is
I mean,
something
that
that you
too.
could actually do to like if a bitch is like being like adamant about just attacking you, you could just call the police and just be like, all right, I'm just gonna sue you. Like, have fun losing money, bitch.
That's what I'm saying too.
Wow.
Like, I feel like in those situations, that might not be the worst option.
It really isn't.
That option has never once popped into my head. Ever.
Yeah,
Bro,
straight up, bro.
free-
Like,
if-
file a lawsuit.
Because
Yeah.
I could just attack you. Like, it's not about that, but I'm just gonna get in trouble if that happens. So, you know, I could just call the police and then I could sue you and like
See,
have fun
yeah,
losing your
See,
money.
for me, I feel like okay, it's the same way y'all feel like shit will never like really break out into like a full fledged fight. I feel like shit will never break out into like a full fledged like lawsuit. Like no one, it's rare that I've seen somebody lose a fight and then they call the cops because they lost the fight. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah, 'cause
girl
that's-
or boy?
'Cause that's a
It-
bitch
it's-
move. Like,
yeah, so it's like that to me is more rare than say somebody actually getting jumped.
Yeah.
See, that is rare as
It's
fuck.
just
but
wild.
Here's what I will
That's
say.
wild.
I have heard of it happening, and it only happens in situations. It's usually to opposite genders, right? Like a dude fighting a dude or a girl fighting a dude, that never happens. It's like almost impossible. It's usually opposite genders. Well, whether
Yeah.
it's women, suing for domestic abuse, which is like a whole different, story, and or it can be that situation, although rarely. And if you think about it, I mean, shit. If you do that, you're winning,
Yeah, for sure. And it's like you would think it's super rare, but it's like if you actually go out of your way to look up all these videos, there's just videos on videos on videos of like girls just being like so crazy that you're like, how is this real life? Like, there's no way this is this common, but apparently it is because the evidence is there. So it's just
Yeah.
weird.
True. I seen a video where this chick is pouring bleach on guys because they
What the fuck?
sitting like on the bus and train.
Oh
'cause
nah,
they
that
sitting
shit
with
was fucked up. Yo, nah, see, that's the thing. Like,
Wait,
in
that shit had
situation,
me bugged out.
if you think about it, like you would never think lawsuit, but in my opinion, like in that case, that bitch is so fucked up in the head. I think lawsuit's your best bet, bro. Because if you fuck her up, she's just gonna like do more fucked up shit because like she's just out of her mind, right? Like that won't like she'll probably call the police on you even though she's in the wrong.
yeah,
I've seen
maybe.
a video of like,
Bro, you have to be
uh,
like, you have to be sick in the head to pour bleach on dudes because they're spreading their legs too much. Like what?
yeah,
And half the
that's
guys
like,
didn't even have their legs like spread. It was just, they was just sitting there. And it was just like,
That's what I'm saying, yo.
I don't,
Like,
my nigga, like I would have slapped the shit out of her. Like you know what I'm saying? Like like off reflex, I think I would have slapped the shit out
nah,
of her.
straight. I
No
feel that. Nah, it's
way.
hard to even fight the reflex at that point, bro. Like if a bitch poured bleach on me, like I'm like, oh my god, like that's like you gotta like fucking shove her away or something, bro. Like get the fuck away from me. Like what's wrong?
You know
with
Boondocks? What's that guy Tom? Where he's like, "Rrr, what did you say, nigga?" It's like that type of transformation. Like your lips are like moving and shit. Like
Oh,
you transform.
Stink meter?
Yeah,
Stink
you went
meter-
demon
Stink
mode,
meter
bro.
Transformation, yeah.
Ah,
The
shit.
stink meter comes out.
Yeah,
Facts.
I mean, look, there's certain, like I said, certain circumstances, certain situations, that shit is warranted, my nigga. Like I said, you don't hit a chick with all your power. You don't hit her to knock her fucking head off her shoulders, but you hit her to let her know what's what. Like you're not about to spit on me. You're not about to pour bleach on me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like nah, we not about to let none of that happen. Like
It is an important lesson.
I do agree, but I do agree with that. Like, if you let that happen, stopping the next person doing that to you as well. You know, setting
Yeah.
a precedent. Like, yeah, I do
Yeah.
like that's just crazy how some women think they can get away with everything just because they're women. In reality, if I
Yeah.
have a daughter or like my sisters, I'll be like, just keep your hands to yourself. Like, don't fucking. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the
do that.
reality is they can get away with it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the reality. Like, what's the chick's name? Amber Heard,
Rose. Yeah, she was a fucking. What was it?
Johnny Depp's. Yeah,
Johnny
that chick.
Yeah.
She was the abuser. She was the aggressor. Lied and said it was him, and he lost everything. Like my man lost the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean movies. He lost the what is it? The Harry Potter sequel shit. The
Yeah.
Crazy.
I forgot what the name of it was. The Fantastic Beast and where you know what I'm saying, where they come from, whatever. Like that whole series, like he was the
He lost.
bad guy.
That's the
And
point.
he lost a
bunch
lot of shit.
from
And
that,
it's
yeah.
like nothing happened to her. She's still playing Aquaman too. Even
Yeah,
though
that
that's a
shit's
trash
fucked
ass
up.
movie.
That's fucking wild. Yeah, I didn't really like look up the specifics of that, but I knew people were fucking fuming about that.
Yeah, she was. People were like mad at her for like, cause like she violated, bro. Like she violated.
Bro, she was a spokesperson for women's rights for like a minute until the video came out where she was like, well, just because I hit you with a frying pan doesn't mean you get to walk away. And it's like,
What
what?
the fuck?
Like what? Like it was some crazy shit. It's like, you leave every time there's a fight. And he's like, yeah, you be hitting me. And she's like, but no, you can't just walk away. And he's like, nah, when you hit me, I'm gonna walk away. And it's
That's
like
crazy.
That's like
What the
scary,
fuck?
bro. Like if there's like such a blatant case like that and the woman still wins, it's like how far do women's quote unquote
Well,
rights
it's
go?
because, and it goes back to that idea though that nobody believes men can get abused.
That's what I was
Pretty
saying
much,
earlier.
yeah.
But like,
Yo,
they look at it as a bad thing. Well, a man got abused, you're trolling. It's probably your fault. Like, I don't understand. Women are just. It's not a woman versus man thing, but that's just awful.
And with that, with T Whale's little story, if we don't have
T
anything else
Wales.
to talk
My nigga,
about,
no.
That
no.
is actually
No,
that's
no.
Druko levels.
yo,
No,
that's
T Whale and
Druko
Druko, the
no.
boys.
You will never see T Whale in a stream ever again. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I still don't know how the fuck you said that.
Nah, not at all.
I'm not gonna lie. Like 5 minutes after you saying that was the only thing on my mind. I just couldn't like to forget about that.
Dude, I was like sitting there, and the second it came out of my mouth, I was like, "Yeah, that's not right."
There's something off about that.
I was just like, "Yeah, like that.
Well, bro, what?
That definitely isn't right."
Well, like sounds way better. Like obviously.
Shit. But yeah, if we don't have any other topics we want to discuss, I'll just end it here.
Yeah, we get into here.
Discussion, man.
All right, yeah, good discussion.
Yeah.
Try to do some more of these in real life type
Well-
discussions. We'll see.
What would the next topic be? You have any in mind or not?
No, not really. Cause I have things on my mind, but I don't want to get I don't really want to attack social justice that much in case it comes to bite me in the ass. So it's like I have to like think about what I want to talk about.
Man, fuck that.
Yeah, but like so, like
if
the
it
overall
bites you in
message,
the ass,
I guess
nigga, bite it back. Fuck that.
the overall message I'm assuming was it's all situational, you know. be honest.
Yeah,
Never-
pretty
all-
much.
it's
That's the
all
thing we repeated
situational.
200 times. So yeah, that's the overall
Facts.
message.
It's all situational, and you don't use your full force.
Yeah, and
But-
don't put your hands on someone if you don't expect to get hit back. That's
And
Yeah.
also, if you're gonna put your hands on someone, don't do it with the face this guy has in my fucking picture. Don't have that face while doing it.
This guy.
he's like, how dare you? What the fuck?
You can tell this guy has like some like deep satisfaction off doing that, bro. Like what the fuck?
That is actually such a great thumbnail.
Oh
I can't
my
believe it's
God.
a-
Let me go. Yo, he just has the greatest smirk.
That one, I feel like someone looking at this video from a jump would think, "Oh, these guys
Oh.
are women." Like,
And yo, link
You
these
like this
videos,
one?
bro. Link that video of the 8-ball guy because I think the world just needs to see
Facts. Yes, they do. Nah, they really do. Because
that video.
out of her.
Is yo, he bro. Just
Alright, yeah.
And that's the type of shit I be talking about. Like you just hit them hard enough so that they understand. Like, don't do that shit ever again. Like
But yeah, if you're gonna hit a woman, don't do it. With that
the
smirk.
the look on his face, the look on her face after he hit her. Like, yo,
He just looks so pleased with himself.
For real, bro. He takes such enjoyment from that.
Right?
nigga, she looked like she loved it from this thumbnail. Like,
She looked like she just had an orgasm. Real talk.
I'm saying, bro. I'm
wait, we still live?
Yeah, we still live. I'm
Oh,
about to end
this
it.
man here.
Alright, peace.